Before we get into today's video, I do want to let you guys know that this video is for educational purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comments section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. Good morning, my lovelies, my beauties, my friends. My name is Christina and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you will subscribe, stick around, take a chance in hearing some things that I have to say. And if you are a returning subscriber, y'all already know, y'all are my babies. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. It's been a week, hasn't it, my friends? I hope that you guys have a great weekend planned ahead of y'all. Please let me know what you are doing down below. If you have not put up your Christmas tree yet, I know a lot of y'all said that you were. Have you put it up now? I really hope that you guys spend time with your family, love each other, be kind to one another. I mean, tomorrow is never promised. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Travis Scott concert again. And there is a story specifically that I wanted to talk to you guys about. But before we get into that specific story, I thought that we would give a little shout out to the people that are being called the heroes online. And if you guys have been following this Travis Scott concert situation, then y'all may have saw the young girl and the young guy jump up on the platform and try to get the cameraman's attention and tell him to stop the show. I mean, they were literally yelling at this guy saying, stop the show, stop the show. You know, people are... You know what was happening in there. You know, that was happening. And he kind of shooed them off. And it is said that the cameraman actually told the young girl and the young guy that they were live. Like, we're live right now. I can't stop the camera. Well, I bet you that cameraman is looking at things right now and going, wow, I wish I would have done more. Now, I really wanted to give this cameraman the benefit of the doubt at first because I'm sure he sees all kinds of wild stuff at concerts. However, if you look at Selena, you can tell she is in distress. Both of them are. Selena and Aiden are. And I just don't understand why the cameraman didn't at least use his headset to call somebody or say, hey, we got two kids up here that are saying, you know, there's a person down there, there's bodies down there. It just seems like he went right back to filming. And I bet you he's looking back at this now and really kicking himself. But again, hindsight is always 20/20. I do want to say with Selena and Aiden, like, bravo to them. These are the type of friends you want to have, young people. These are the type of friends that take keys out of hands when somebody is drinking or getting ready to drive. These are the types of friends that get you home safely. These are good friends. And so, again, bravo to these two. I know their families are so happy to see them, but also proud of them at the same time. So, yeah. Before we go any further, I did want to stop and thank today's sponsor, Scentbird. Scentbird, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. Are you looking for the gift that keeps on giving year-round? Well, I have a treat for you. It is Scentbird. If you have never heard about Scentbird before, Scentbird is a subscription service where you can choose from over 600 different designer brands every single month and get a 30-day supply of perfume. And if you were like me, honey, we need options. Okay, I need options. I can't be smelling the same every single day for every single event. So let's go with the first scent. So this is the Harmonist Magnetic Wood, and I was so excited to try this scent because it is mimosa, sandalwood. We're gonna smell. It smells like fruit in a winter cabin. A very clean smell, but also I can definitely smell the cedar wood in it. And next we have the Goodhabit Align. This smells very good. This is more of like a middle school smell to me. Something that, it reminds me of the skating rink for some reason. And then the last one, the one I was the most excited to smell this month, the Rebecca Minkoff Blush. That has a very jasmine scent. That smells like I'm gonna go yard sailing. You know, the scent, like if you walk past somebody, like you're outdoorsy, it's kind of spring. maybe you're going to the flea market that day and you want to put some, perfume on so you're still smelling good because outside smells are going to be so strong. That is what this Rebecca Minkoff blush smells like to me. So if you like variety, or if you are like me and you want to try something new, all you have to do is click the link in the description box and use my code, and you will save 30% off. It will only be $11 for your first month, and that is a lot of perfume for $11. And Scentbird will also make a great gift. These make great stocking stuffers. As our kids get older, we're always looking for new things to put in stockings, right? Like you can only put so many doggone M&M and Hershey Kisses in there, and these make really great stocking stuffers as well. So again, just click the link in the description box and use my code, and you can try Scentbird today. The reason why I wanted to do this video was because I wanted to talk specifically about Ezra Blount, the 9-year-old boy that is currently on life support in the hospital in Texas, and who was at the concert with his father. I didn't think that this would be appropriate to talk about, in a little piece in a video. I really want to talk about this because I know that in my first video, and I've seen online, like with the 14-year-old little boy who lost his life, and the 10-year-old little boy who we knew went to the hospital in cardiac arrest, and people were saying, why would you take your kids to this? Why would you take your kids to this? Father's name is Treston Blount. Now, Treston seems to be very close with his father and his mother, who are the grandparents of the 9-year-old little boy named Ezra. Now, Ezra's dad decided to take him to the Travis Scott concert. Everybody, please have grace. Have some kindness in your heart, or some compassion, because I saw this situation. I saw this picture right here of Ezra, and I thought, oh my gosh, he's so sweet. And then I saw the picture that his dad took with him. And I began to think of my husband, who at one point was a single father with our oldest son, Jordan. And how Jeremy, my husband, used to do everything with Jordan like Jordan was his best friend. Very involved father, lived for his son, Jordan, okay? Lived for him, took him everywhere, took him to the gym with him, everything. And I could just see how Ezra's dad thought, his son plays Fortnite. They play Fortnite together. His son thinks Travis Scott is all that. He sees Travis Scott at McDonald's, and he really looks up to Travis Scott. And him thinking like, okay, we're in Texas. They're coming to Texas. I'm going to get a ticket and I'm going to take my son. And who better to take your child to a concert than you? The father. He knew he was going to protect his son. That's his son. That's his dad. Who is he going to be safer with than his dad, right? Then you think about the prices. The tickets is $400. So he spends $800 at least, unless he got VIP, to take his son, and I bet he was so excited. I could just see him now as a dad, like surprising his son. You're going to get to see Travis Scott in person, and just amazing. But he had no idea what was in store for him. Who would have thought? Who would have thought any of this would happen? The story goes, as the grandfather is now telling, and the grandfather has been, I think, more than open and just generous with their story, that they don't have to tell anybody, but he was outside the hospital and reporters walked up on him and he was open. He said that Ezra and his dad was in the crowd to see Travis Scott. I don't believe they were super close or anything, but Ezra's dad had him on his shoulder. So now you think you've got the father. He's putting his 9-year-old son on his shoulders so he can get a better view. They're going to have a good time. They're just going to stand there. He's got his son on his shoulders. He's with pride. He's probably looking up at his son. And then the crowd started to surge and started to push. And as they began to push, Ezra's dad got trapped in the people. And the force was so strong that his dad passed out.
Son couldn't breathe because of all the pressure that was being applied to him. And he passed out. And when he passed out, Ezra fell into the crowd. And he was trampled really bad, And when my son came to, they had already taken Ezra to the hospital, and he was listed as a John Doe because nobody knew his name, and the father was still at the venue in the medical facilities.
So he's got his son on his shoulders. These people are pushing, obviously not caring that there's children and all kind of people around. And he passes out from the force and the pressure and the lack of oxygen. And when he did, Ezra fell into the crowd. When he woke up, he couldn't find his son. Well, they had taken his son to the hospital as a John Doe because they didn't know who he was. Obviously, he got separated. I cannot imagine what happened. But the baby got trampled on, which again, y'all that did this, I hope y'all have remorse. I really do. The baby got trampled on and was taken to the hospital. He was put in a medically induced coma, which is what he is in as of right now, me filming this video. Hopefully by the time y'all see this, he is out. And if he is, I will leave it in a pinned comment. But as of right now, he's in a medically induced coma. He had a heart attack at 9 years old. He's got brain damage. He's got liver damage and organ damage from being trampled on. And you can only imagine the guilt his father is feeling. And I read that the mother, she lived, I guess, out of town, or the way I'm understanding it is the mother and the father, they didn't live together. Maybe they weren't together. And I can't imagine what the mother's feeling too. I mean, a lot of y'all are probably in situations where you are co-parenting and you're trusting the other parent to take care of your child when they're away. And some of y'all are in relationships where you don't trust the other parent, but the judge says that you have to send them. And every single time you kiss your baby goodbye to go off with their mother or their father, you are praying to God that they come back safe, right? In this situation, though, I really feel for everybody and the father that took him there. And I hope everybody will give him some grace, because I just know his intentions were probably good. Like, you know, who better to take your baby to a concert than his dad? The one that's going to protect him. The one that would jump in front of a bullet for him. He would have never known in a million years that the crowd was going to surge and he was going to pass out with his baby on his shoulders. And so the family is having a hard time. There is a GoFundMe. Of course, I'm going to leave it linked down below if you guys want to give, and you can give, even if it's $1. And if you can't understand, pray for them. Please pray. I'm praying in the name of Jesus that this baby is healed. He comes out of this and has a story to tell, and that the family finds peace. But right now they are hurting. And just like I said in my last video, nobody that's in this situation should even have to have a GoFundMe right now. I don't understand it. I'm not a mega millionaire, so I don't understand what their lawyers and their managers are telling them. Maybe they're telling them not to donate yet because of legal reasons. I don't know. But I know for me, I couldn't do it. You know, they in my opinion, I know that Travis Scott's team has come out and said that they would pay for all funeral expenses, but funeral expenses, like, thank you, but like, what about the hospital? What about these people that are
apologies online that didn't look sincere from people who participated in that event. If you feel so bad, why aren't you down here at the hospital checking on your fans? Why would you keep letting your concerts be this way and people get injured? No one should be injured to make a dollar.
I just know some of y'all are going to say down below that he was too young to be there. I get it. Hindsight is 20/20, but like, dang, he was with his dad. It's his Fortnite hero. Okay, you know, like who would have thought? I've gone back since even the first video that I did, and I've done more research on these past concerts of Travis Scott. And again, the irresponsibleness. All right, so I no longer think it's just irresponsibleness. I'm really starting to think that there is some intention. I want to be very careful about the things that I say for multiple reasons. One reason is there are families that are hurting right now, okay? Like, swirling around a lot of stuff. I try to be sympathetic to the victims, the people that are hurting, and it's almost like, do we wait to talk about all the other stuff until later? And that's why I'm really trying to be careful and respectful to everybody right now. But there is so much stuff about people involved in this and that was in charge. It's actually terrifying that we're just now all seeing this. I'm going to put out another video next week, so you guys be ready. But with that being said, all of y'all that are just now paying attention to like demonic stuff, don't forget about it in a month from now. All this stuff you guys are freaking out about and spreading around on Twitter and, TikTok and Instagram and on YouTube, don't post these videos and then in a month from now you guys forget about it. This is for real. You guys need to remember this. Write it in your heart. Ask God to etch it in your mind and in your memory forever. Okay? Because this stuff is real. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I did want to let you guys know that I just watched a press conference in Bahardi that I did the video on yesterday. Did pass away. She was the young lady that was dropped on her head that I was telling you guys about in the first video. She rests in heaven, and God, please give her family peace, because they are going through it. They are hurting so bad, you guys. Like her mom and them. Like, they're so confused, like most people are. And everything that I say about Bahardi and her family doesn't take anything away from any of the other victims or even the people that survived. But I'm just saying, I'm speaking on her. And she is the 9th death that is being reported. And I just hope this causes a ripple effect and changes people, especially our young people. We're going to talk about it next week. I love you guys. Hug your family. Spend time with each other this weekend. You guys, turn off the phone some. Go outside. Play checkers. Play anything. Bake a cake with your teenagers. Cook them their favorite dinner and spend time talking. Sometimes your kids grow up that you forget to ask them the simplest things, like, what's your favorite food nowadays? Who's your best friend? What's your favorite song? What is your favorite movie that you've been watching, or your favorite Netflix show? Sometimes our kids live with us and we forget to really talk to them. So put the tablets down this weekend, get outside, spend time with your family, love them. Tomorrow is never promised. And I'll see you guys next week. Love you guys. See you guys next week. Bye.